Hello, everyone. Welcome to my nursery. And right now, I am feeding my little boy, as you can see. He was having a little bit of a hunger attack. He had to have some of his bottle before we could start this video. He did not want to wait, so I was trying to get him a little calmed down. So now he is relaxed. He's drinking and kind of falling asleep, and it's late. So this is his nighttime feeding. It's like about 10 p.m. at this point that we're doing this video, Sunday night. And I wanted to get to do a video with this little guy. You guys haven't seen him in a while. So it was definitely video time for him. So if you're new, welcome to my nursery, and please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I do new videos. And if you're seeing this little guy for the first time, he is my Jameson Sayge, and he is the Sayge Asleep by Clea Taylor Dolls. He is my first full body silicone baby that I've painted for myself from start to finish, and rooted his hair. I painted him last March in 2022. So it will soon be 1 year since I painted him. I can't believe it. It doesn't even seem like it, but it's almost a year. He still seems like a new baby to me. So that is who this little guy is, and he is kind of dribbling a little bit. Were you really drinking and dribbling with this bottle, little guy? So, anywho, he did drink about 1.5 ounces of it. He didn't finish it. He probably will finish it later. I'm pretty sure he'll remind me that he didn't finish. So this is little James, baby James, I usually call him. And he is my little chunky boy. And I just love him. So these babies were sold as blank kits. So you could buy them blank and paint them yourself, or get an artist of your choice that paints silicone to paint this baby for you. So this is a blank kit edition. I think this was an open edition also, but now the edition looks like it's closed at this point. I guess they are done with Sayge Asleep. The last time I looked on the website, and the website is CleaTaylorDolls.com. If you're interested in Clea Taylor's dolls, you can go on her website to her store, and whatever she has available, you'll see it in her store. Or if it's closed editions like his edition, you'll see it there. But now I notice it says no more is being poured. It's closed. If it's something available, then it'll tell you if it's available. She has the full silicone dolls or kits, and then she has the partial silicones or silicone kits. And right now I know she still has the Bubbles, which is the Cuddle Baby kit with the silicone head, hands, and feet are still available. The Awake and the Asleep, I believe, both of those are available. But if you want to browse through her website, check it out if you're interested in her dolls, and make sure when you go in there you subscribe to her mailing list, so that when she does come out with new dolls, you'll get an email letting you know. So that's CleaTaylorDolls.com. because I get that question quite often when I do videos. People message me and ask all the time, where do I get my silicone dolls? So that is where, that is how, and of course there's always secondary market when somebody's selling theirs. Okie dokie. So this little boy is 20 inches long, definitely a chubby little guy. He is a one-piece pour, as you can see, poured all in one piece. He is like the basic model, I say, because he doesn't have armatures in his arms and he does not have a drinking wet system. So he is just soft silicone. He's anatomically correct a boy. And he's poured all in one piece. So now what I wanted to do was change him. Like, I have been wanting to change this baby for a while. I had changed him twice during Christmas, I believe. Once on camera, and then the next time it was off camera. So he didn't get changed since then. He's basically been like in a onesie. and that was pretty much it. And his diaper and some socks and a blanket. So definitely I wanted to change him. So I'm going to put this blue onesie on him. And then I have this little outfit that I was going to put on him right after Christmas. It kind of reminds me of the Christmas one I have like this. But the Christmas one is red and white and it has the snowman on it. And then this one is blue and white with the penguin on it. Same outfit, just a different, theme. Snaps in the back. And then it's blue and white instead of red and white. And this is Jamboree 0 to 3 months. So he should definitely fit this. And then these are the little pants with the little tie at the waist. Does this tie work? Nope, this tie doesn't work. They put all these ties on there, but in most cases it's just for show. They don't actually draw or like a drawstring or tie or anything. And then it has this hat that goes with it and the little socks. So it's the whole little set. And I have been wanting to put it on him. I'm still going to put it on him because to me it's not, this one is not really a Christmas outfit. To me it's more of a winter outfit with the little penguin. So I figure he could still get away with this outfit and still wear it while the weather is still cold, because all of a sudden now is cold again in Georgia this weekend. It got rainy and cold. I mean, rain all, like, since last night it started raining and today was just a washout Sunday. It poured like all day. That's all it did down here was rain. So it's cold and wet. And this is his little back. He has kind of like, it looks like he has a spine, but you can't actually feel it, but it looks like he has one. And his hair is messy in the back, but that's okay because he's going to get a hat. He's going to wear a hat. And he is quite a handful. He is a little chunk-a-monk. When you pick him up, you definitely feel his weight. He's supposed to be 9 pounds. I've never weighed him. He feels like a 10-pound baby to me. I need to get one of those baby scales. Because some of these babies, I be wanting to really know their exact, accurate weight. That is something I need to look into, as a baby scale. I've never had one. Usually when I weigh my babies, the way I weigh them is crazy. But I will get on my scale myself, weigh myself, and then get back on holding the baby. And it'll tell me the difference in the weight, and I know approximately how much the baby weighs. So that's how I've been doing it. It's pretty accurate when I do it like that, but I really need a baby scale. I have to look into that. So anyway, guys, how are you doing today? I hope you guys had a nice weekend. And I'm doing this video so late tonight because I was busy today and then I got tired. Then I didn't feel like doing the video. I started to wait until tomorrow to do it. But then I was like, nope, I have to go out tomorrow. So I better do it tonight because I know when I have to go somewhere, I possibly won't get to do it tomorrow. And then I'm going to be delayed another day from changing my baby. And it was bugging me to change him. So I had to do it tonight. And then I'm also expecting a baby, as I told you guys the other night in my video, in the previous video. So I'm excited about the baby that's on the way, but also I'm like nervous about the baby that's on the way. As you guys know, as I said, it's something new and a little bit different for me. So that's why I'm a little bit like anxious with what's coming, nervous, because you guys know, most of you who have been watching me, my favorite babies are Clea Taylor dolls, my silicones. You know, my whole silicone collection is usually Clea Taylor dolls. And it's been that way for years now, since I started collecting her dolls back in, let's see, when did I bring home my very first Clea Taylor doll? And not all of my dolls have been painted by Clea Taylor. Just like this baby, I painted him because now I paint silicone. But like in previous years, before I started painting, some of them I would bring home were Clea Taylor sculpts as well, but they were painted by other artists. And then I've brought home some that were all done by Clea Taylor, her edition dolls. So I've pretty much had a variety at this point of, you know, Clea's sculpts in my collection over the years. I love her dolls. That is what, like, when I wanted one of her dolls, finally knew about her dolls, I would say back in 2015 or so, I learned of her dolls. And the first one I brought home was a partial silicone Zen with the belly plate and everything, anatomically correct belly plate. I love that baby, and he was my first Clea Taylor sculpt. And I'm just trying to see, can you guys see? And if it's too bright or anything. Yeah, so he was my first Clea Taylor sculpt I brought home, and that was back in 2016, I believe it was. So he was my first, and it took me about a year or so to get him. And that was the beginning of my journey of collecting Clea Taylor's dolls. From that point on, I was hooked on her dolls. You know, her sculpts was all I wanted up until now. That is all I've pretty much been collecting when it comes onto my silicone dolls. I can't remember, like, when was the last time I had a silicone doll that wasn't by Clea Taylor. It's been quite a while. So that's just giving you a little insight into my anxiety about the baby I'm expecting. And 2023, my journey in my collection could change slightly, because at this point, the dolls that I have right now is 4 Clea Taylor dolls, silicone dolls. That's my silicone collection. And they're all full body silicone dolls. 2 are edition dolls, all done by Clea Taylor. And then I have 2 that are not painted by Clea Taylor. I have one other that's an edition doll, but it was painted by Taylor Doll Studio, which is Clea Taylor's husband did the painting on that sculpt, which is Yasmin, the Tate asleep. And then her daughter did the hair rooting. So although she's an addition doll as well, and she's a Clea Taylor sculpt, she was not completely all done by Clea Taylor. So that's a little bit different. And then this little guy right here, like I said, I painted and rooted him. So that is my silicone collection. But all Clea Taylor's dolls that, I still have. And so I'm like, at this point, as I said, I didn't want to sell any of the dolls I have right now. I love all 4 of them that I have. And I don't want to sell any of them to bring home any new babies. And that is something that I pretty much am sticking with right now. Really don't want to part with any of my babies that I do have. So that left me thinking and kind of contemplating, okay, what am I doing from here? Because for me, I am definitely a collector that sells to buy. And that is how I've gotten a lot of the dolls that I was blessed to bring into my nursery that were Clea Taylor dolls. I sold dolls to get dolls. And especially the newer, higher end dolls, I may have had to sell a doll or so to get a doll. So now I've reached this new plateau, this new point in my collecting with my silicone babies. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to sell any. So where does that leave me? That means that I have to figure out something different to do this year. This is the year 2023. So what I came to the conclusion of, I've been shopping around for dolls for a while at this point. For at least a month to 2 months, I was looking at dolls, wanting a new baby to bring home, wondering, okay, what am I going to bring home next? This hat is kind of little for his big head. And I don't want to pull his hair. So I'm not going to pull it all the way down because it is definitely tight on his head. So we going to leave it like that. Because it is tight. And it's so cute, but his head is big. So we going to have to leave it like that. So yeah, I was looking at dolls and then I was like, okay, I'm going to have to start, just checking out my other options of what's out there. What do I want to bring home next? And how am I going to go about it? Because I'm not trying to sell anything to bring home anything. Someone suggested to me that because I paint dolls, why not paint dolls and, sell those and use that money to buy my new dolls, which that is true, which that's something I already been doing, here and there. If I sell a doll, of course, some of the money may go towards something new. But if I'm painting a vinyl reborn and selling it, because the majority of the time it's a vinyl reborn I'm painting, of course, that's not going to really equal the amount of money that these silicone dolls are going for. Even if it's not a Clea Taylor silicone doll, it's silicone dolls are expensive. So that would definitely take quite a while if I do it that way of trying to paint the doll myself, wrong way, and then sell it. And then buy a silicone, because I'm painting vinyl reborns predominantly and selling. That would be quite a bit of vinyl reborns I would be painting to try to bring home a new full body silicone or something. So, but some of the money, of course, if I sell a vinyl reborn here and there, I could use some of the money towards, a silicone doll. That is true. That's a possibility, but I don't know if that, I would have to see how that works out, because I don't paint a whole lot of vinyl reborns, and definitely it takes me a little while to paint them and all of that. So that would definitely, it would be a slow process, but it's an option. It is an option. I will have to be more patient, because when I sell to buy, of course, you get that instant gratification. As soon as you sell a doll, you can bring home that next doll. And that's how I am. Like, if I have my eye on something and I want it, I just want to hurry up and get it. I don't really like doing layaway if I don't have to. So it's like I'm trying to just sell a doll and bring home a doll, basically. Quick, make it happen. But now, like I said, I've reached this new plateau and I just don't want to keep selling my dolls, the ones that I have right now that I truly love. So the selling and buying is no longer an option for me. So it just made me have to basically start figuring out other ways of bringing home my dolls, other things that I would have to do, and of course, other dolls I'll have to look at now. I can't only look at Clea Taylor dolls. Even if it's a blank I'm looking at, because I'm looking at, like, okay, if I want a blank kit or if I want a completed doll. Either way, it basically forced me to have to take into consideration again as when I just started in the hobby 9.5 years ago. I had to start off with all kinds of silicone dolls I used to collect. I'm telling you, I have even gotten laughed at times because of the type of doll I might have brought home. But it was okay because as long as I like the doll, that's what matters, right? But yeah, when I first started, I started out bringing home all different kinds of dolls, silicone dolls, just so I could get the feel of the silicone and experience the silicone. And I would shop within my budget at the time. I couldn't just, like, when I finally learned of Clea Taylor's dolls, I couldn't just jump and grab, and buy a Clea Taylor doll. I had to work my way up to that. So now here I am. I've had the journey of the past at least 8 years or so collecting Clea Taylor dolls. I definitely have been enjoying my Clea Taylor doll journey, and it's been fun. It's been exciting. I've had some beautiful dolls, by her that were all done by her, and those that might have been painted by someone else. And now I've been painting some of her dolls myself. So I've painted 2 bubbles in the past year. And then, as I said, I painted this baby here. And then I also painted a Alex Parshu silicone by Clea Taylor. So I am painting them now. So that does help too when you can paint the dolls yourself. Because, of course, when she comes out with kits, I can get a blank and paint it. That's more affordable. So that is definitely still an option. And she does have the full body kit out. So that's one baby I'm considering. But even that baby is expensive because even though it's a blank, if you want armatures, it's extra. If you want the drinking wet, it's extra. When it all boils down to it, if you want the extras with the baby, it's about $3,000. And that's blank. That's still a lot of money, you know. So I've been like just exploring all of my options right now. And definitely the first thing I realized is that starting this year, if I really don't want to sell any of my silicone dolls I have, I definitely would have to get more blank kits and paint it myself if I want to bring home a new baby. If it's going to be to keep, or some of them could be blank and I end up painting them and sell them. So that's definite right there. And then the next thing is looking at dolls that are by other sculptors and artists other than Clea Taylor. So I'm kind of back where I started in a sense. Because when I started collecting silicone, I started off collecting from all different kind of artists, just exploring and experiencing their silicone and their sculpting, and also even the baby sizes, like what size dolls do I like and all of that. That's where I started at. And I had all, like I said, silicone dolls from many different artists before I got to the Clea Taylor dolls. And now that I have Clea's dolls and I've experienced so many of them at this point, close to 30, like I said, I now have to start exploring again and just looking around and possibly bringing home dolls and sculpts that are by other sculptors and artists other than Clea Taylor. Like, I don't have any other choice in the situation if I still want to collect and bring home silicone dolls and not like overspend and not have to sell to buy. So that's where I'm at on this whole thing. So the baby that's coming tomorrow, it's supposed to come tomorrow, but you know how this mail is. Um, it's gonna be something new, something different from me. So definitely I'm a little bit nervous, anxious over it. I hope you guys like the baby that comes. But the main thing is that if I love it, that's the main thing. And I will share that baby with you guys once it gets here. And but I'm definitely a little bit nervous. But like I said, I've been looking at a lot of dolls. Like I just been spending part of my day when I have free time not doing anything, when I'm not painting vinyl reborns at the moment or rooting hair. I've been looking at dolls. And it is consuming when you're looking for dolls. Oh my goodness, it's nerve-wracking because you really don't know what to bring home. You're hoping it's right what you pick. You hoping you're gonna like it. And just I'm like looking at the prices and stuff like that. And I'm looking at, like I said, should I bring home blank kits or should I bring home, if I want a completed doll, like which one do I want? It's just been like, that's basically been on my mind a lot lately. But that's what I've been up to. So tomorrow is just the beginning. It's the first one that I found at the moment. And I'll go into more of that when that baby comes. Why I chose that particular baby and all of that. You guys will see soon. And then we'll talk about that tomorrow or whenever. It'll be either be tomorrow probably or Tuesday. I'm hoping I'll come on with that baby tomorrow though. So stay tuned for the new baby, guys. Stay tuned. And that is my little Jameson Sage. He looks so pretty in this blue and white. So we'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay safe, guys. Thanks for watching.